Now, the Winston Cup Tour stopped last weekend for the second time this year at the Michigan International Speedway, and boy, the drivers love that track. It's a 2-mile super speedway, and they run wide open.
Well, it's a driver's track, no question about it. They can run low, they can run high, they can run 3 or 4 abreast, and I'll tell you, it's a fan's delight as well. But if a driver gets his car hooked up, he can pull away a little bit. The Champion Spark Plug 400 was another good one, and Randy Pemberton has the highlights.
Well, it was just one race ago that Jeff Bodine suffered the most frightening crash of his career. And here for this race, the Champion Sparkplug 400, Jeff Bodine was on the pole. One other thing that made Jeff happy, of course, that he will be in the 11 car next year. That's Junior Johnson's ride, the one that Terry Labonte will be vacating. Jeff Bodine will sit in that seat in 1990.
Today's Winston Cup highlights are brought to you by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately?
The Winston Cup points race is heating up, and Rusty Wallace is the hottest driver of all. Fresh off his win in Watkins Glen, New York, Rusty took command of the Champion Sparkplug 400 from the onset. Alan Kawicki and Mark Martin got around Jeff Bodine and had a spirited battle going for the second spot, but Kawicki quickly settled it and set out for Wallace. But Wallace was really pounding the pavement, and it took a caution flag from Sterling Marlin's crash to catch him. After pit stops, Rusty broke out after Dale Earnhardt and put him a lap down. Dale Earnhardt experienced handling problems all afternoon. The current points leader lost another lap later on. He finished a mediocre 17th. With only 7 events remaining on the Winston Cup season, points are seemingly becoming more important. Terry Labonte ended any hopes of being the $1 million man of '89 when his engine in his Ford gave up on lap 69, finishing him in the 40th and last position. Terry dropped to 8th in points. Others not necessarily preoccupied with points had the races of their young careers. Derek Cope of Spanaway, Washington had his Purelator Ford as high as 4th place by lap 80. Then Greg Sachs brought out a caution, the second and last of the afternoon. Greg lost the wheel on his Dinner Bell Pontiac. After stops, it was Hut Strickland having his best showing to date. Strickland, third in the rookie standings, didn't have anything for leader Rusty Wallace, but neither did anyone else. Shortly after the halfway, Winston Cup champion Bill Elliott was in the garage with a blown engine. Now Bill stands 286 points behind leader Earnhardt in the chase for the coveted crown. Darrell Waltrip fell to the wayside just 16 laps later, also with engine problems. Kawicki and Mark Martin were solidly entrenched in the 2nd and 3rd spots, but Kawicki lost a cylinder and all hopes of a victory. With only gas stops remaining, Wallace pitted first and had a great stop. After everyone had pitted, Rusty Wallace was then out of sight, but Harry Gant was trying to get a glimpse of him from his now 2nd spot. Trying to stretch his fuel without pitting, Gant sputtered at the end and Morgan Shepherd grabbed the 2nd spot. Wallace, so dominant, was able to cruise to a 15-second victory after leading 162 laps for his 5th win of the season.
There's been a bunch of races where we've been leading all through the year and we just come up short, and finally we're starting to stack them all together, and that's what you've got to do to win this championship. I was a long way behind, and now I'm not too far behind, so I cannot believe all the people that fell out that were in points contention today. It was amazing.
And as you said last week, you're coming up on your strong stretch right here. This is where you started it all last year, and you're starting it again.
Well, I think so. You know, we've got a lot of good racetracks coming up. So does Dale, and I just hope the best guys can win at the end of the year, whoever it may be.
We need to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the inspirational story of blind mechanic Robert Myers. As we leave you, here is the rest of the finish order for the Champion Sparkplug 400.